Yo, so guys, and welcome back to a brand new HMSP news video. Today we're talking about Valentino Rossi obviously having a very tricky start to the season, probably his worst start to the season in his career. It's not going well, at all in any way, shape or form for the Doctor, unfortunately. Obviously Qatar struggled a lot with the the typical kind of reason for him to not be quick, the rear end grip. He's always kind of complained about that for the last couple of years, and we was expecting him, or at least hoping, and he was himself also hoping to be a little bit better in Portimao. Obviously Europe, it's obviously still a new track, Portimao, so I think Jerez would be the kind of best point to kind of judge him, I guess. Obviously, if he goes bad in Jerez, then I think it's going to be a very worrying 2021, and it wouldn't surprise me at all, if he was to obviously announce his retirement towards the end of the season. It would be the more logical thing to do. But yeah, Portimao didn't quite go to plan either. Pretty awful qualifying, and unfortunately the race wasn't too amazing, and obviously did crash out, so a little bit unfortunate there. And Qatar, like I said, struggling also, and dropped back in the first race, and obviously the second race got his worst ever qualifying, and couldn't get to the point. So it's not going well. It's a little bit unfortunate. He's obviously on the same bike as Quartararo and Maverick Vinales, so obviously a bike which has won all the races of this year so far in the hands of both riders. Obviously Quartararo has 2, and then Maverick Vinales obviously took the first race win. And Franco Morbidelli, he's on a older Yamaha. Unfortunately, he's on the 3rd oldest bike on the grid. He is a little bit annoyed at the whole situation. We may do a video on Franco Morbidelli, because the whole situation with him in Yamaha is rather interesting. Obviously him being on a such an old bike, and all these rivals taking a step forwards. Being on the 3rd oldest bike when you're 2nd in the World Championship is not quite the deal you want to be on. But we'll talk about that in another video. But yeah, Valentino Rossi, unfortunately, he is the one who is worst out of these Yamaha riders, and he has really struggled in these first opening races. Like I said, I think Jerez is going to be the best point to really kind of judge Valentino Rossi. Obviously a track that he knows really well. He's ridden there plenty of times, won there plenty of times, got podiums and stuff. So if we see him really struggle here, being further down the grid, outside the points, I definitely feel like the more logical thing to do would be probably retire and focus on the Sky VR46 team. Do the the team takeover, and just kind of manage that. Obviously we'll probably see him around on the grid quite oftenly, I feel, even when he does retire, doing interviews, maybe commentating here and there, and obviously managing the teams. So obviously even when he retires, he will still probably be very involved in the paddock. Obviously this has been his whole life. But yeah, the season is just not looking too good at the moment. I mean, there's still some possibilities, there's still some hopes. We have to see how Jerez goes, but definitely not the brightest of days for the Doctor, and it's a little bit sad to see. Obviously if you've been a fan for Valentino Rossi for donkeys now, obviously 20 odd years. Obviously when I first started watching MotoGP when I was a little kid, obviously around 2006, obviously he obviously didn't win that championship, but he was up there, and I've been supporting him for a long while, and it's a little bit sad to see obviously him struggling further at the back. But it is what it is. Obviously all legends, the time comes to an end, and unfortunately it could possibly be the end of the Doctor this season. But like I said, you can never really count him out, because he does sometimes surprise us with things. So hopefully, obviously for his sake, you would hope that Jerez goes a little bit better for him, at least in the top 10 and getting points, and we'll see how it goes throughout the season. But make sure you've down in the comments, guys, what do you think about Valentino Rossi's chances in 2021? What do you think he can achieve? Do you think he can get that 200th podium? I'm hoping he can at least manage that, even if the podium has a lot of luck involved. I just, hoping that he can just get that nice rounded off number for the podiums. But yeah, make sure to do that in the comments, and leave a like and subscribe for more content as always. And I'll see you with some brand new videos very soon.